Hello, everybody. We are live. All right, I'm here to do a unboxing of the Vegan Cuts December snack box while we're still in December. All right. How's everyone doing? Hopefully good. You can hear me okay. I have right here the Vegan Cuts snack box, December edition. The only one in December of 2023. Here it is. The last days of the year are right here, you know. Today and tomorrow, that's it. Wait, did I already open that? Maybe that one wasn't sealed. Oh no, it's not a New Year's Eve live. We're one day ahead. I'm doing great. I hope everybody else is as well. And I figured we only have 2 days left. So today I wanted to do this unboxing of the Vegan Cuts box and just show you guys what's inside. I don't even know what's inside, so it's a mystery to both of us. Both of us. See how I said that? It's just you and me. Just you and me. All right, so Vegan Cuts. Vegan Cuts is a vegan snack box, and it's a subscription base. So you get one of these, and then they send you one every month. It's curated with different vegan products, samples of different vegan products, so that you can try all kinds of different things. I've learned about so many different vegan products because of Vegan Cuts. So, you know, that's the good part of it. Also, if you find something you really like, now you know that, you know what the product is. You know it exists. Where on the other hand, if you find something you don't like, now you're not going to go to the store and spend full price on like, a full version of it. Not like this is a sample size. So I think that's a win-win situation. Also, they give a certain amount of each one to a different sanctuary, and they'll give you a card. Look at that. And on the back, it shows everything that's inside and all the companies and everything. But we're not going to go over that. We're just going to jump right in and see what we got. What's in the box? Anyone that's here that's on Patreon or that was a Kickstarter supporter, what did you think of the new little teaser? Maybe we'll come back to that after this. All right, let's see what we got here. We have, so oatmeal. We've got a whole thing of oatmeal. And this is banana bread oatmeal. Vegan oatmeal. Banana bread oatmeal. Snack Yums. Cinnamon churro. Cinnamon churro snack yums. Oh yeah, Trini, the beauty box. They also used to have the beauty box, and a long time ago they had the men's grooming box, and they also had the dog box. But I don't think that they do. Maybe they still do the beauty box. I don't know. I never got the beauty box. So we got the churro. What is this? How's the quote go? Snap into a Slim Jim. It's not a Slim Jim, but it looks like a Slim Jim. Smoked. Yeah, I got my gloves on. I got my skeleton gloves on. It's a bit chilly down here in the basement. Feels like a good vegan Slim Jim to me. We got that. We've seen these before, but let's see what's the flavor on these. Salted caramel bites. Drizzlicious. We've seen these before. Several different flavors. They're actually really good too. So we'll save those for later. They are, aren't they? These all look good so far. Oh, I was just talking about these when I was a little kid. Ever since I was like my first Christmas ever. Every Christmas, all the way up until I went vegan, I used to get the goldfish crackers in my stocking. It was like a tradition. But then, I went vegan and they're not vegan. But we have these. Mustache munchies. We got spicy-ish. They're like little mustaches, kind of like that. And they have several different flavors. Here's the knots. Kosher, gluten-free, vegan, all that good stuff. Put that over there. Spicy-ish, but not too spicy. You got the skeleton gloves too? Yeah, they're nice. I like them. Verb. We have this Verb bar. It says caffeinated energy bar. Verb. So if you want that extra caffeine, I'll probably give this to somebody that needs caffeine. The only caffeine I do is chocolate. Chocoholic. Cosmic Carrot Chews. Oh, I saw these at Green Planet Grocery. It's a little health food store that's around here in the Syracuse area. And this is a sample pack, but I saw like the whole thing. And I recently featured them in a video that I did earlier this month. Maybe it was last month. Cosmic Carrot Chews. So now I can actually try these. Because they were, I think, I didn't buy them because I don't know. But if I like these, then maybe I'll go there and I'll buy like the full pack. Now that I can like try these. So perfect example of why I like vegan cuts. Organic Cosmic Carrot Chews. Sour Cherry Berry. Blast Off. Here we are. That's what we got there. Ooh. I like this. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to like the actual flavor, though. Maybe. I got an entire Lenny and Larry's cookie. They got a bunch of vegan stuff. I don't know if I'm going to like the candy cane peppermint, though. I don't know about that. I'm not like a huge fan on candy canes. But it's protein cookie, Lenny and Larry's. They've got several flavors that are vegan. And there's the back. I know I think you can still get these. I don't know about this flavor, but you can still get these at like places like Target and I don't know where else, but can you get them at Wegmans? Maybe. But I know Target had them for a while. They might still. Allison, I know. I thought all their stuff was vegan, and then I went there once and I was like, wait a minute, why are some of their stuff not vegan? So definitely be on the lookout for that. I don't know if they went back to all being vegan or what, but I know I have seen some Lenny and Larry's that aren't vegan. So just if you are going to get it, what's good is it has the vegan certification right there. So it's just like an easy, turn it over, vegan certified, boom. Oh, I like these. I'll be snacking on these. Ginger chews. I did a video on this, recently, but I just made some more ginger beer. Super good. I love it. It's not actually beer. It's super good for you, too. Very nutritious. But ginger chews. It's like an immunity shot, pretty much. But I made 4 mason jars full of them, and I should have had it down here with me. That would have been good to sip on while I was doing this live stream. But we got some ginger chews here. Oh, these are mango ginger chews. That's interesting. Maybe I'll try one of these right on camera. Oh my God. I'll probably have to take off my gloves to eat one of these. But we'll try those out. And then, of course, we have the Rule Breaker Deep Chocolate Brownie. Rule Breaker. They got some pretty tasty snacks. Chocolate brownie. Deep chocolate. And I believe these are gluten-free and all that stuff. And then this right here, I have a box of this, but I've never used it yet. Maybe I should try it out. Spark cereal is all vegan, and they have this strawberry, this is the actual cereal. Okay, they also have this like this little confetti stuff or whatever that you put on the cereal, but this is an actual box of cereal from Spark. I was getting these at Bargain Grocery, $2 a pop, pretty good. Off limits. And to be completely honest, this particular strawberry cereal, it's not bad, but it's not the best that I've ever had. So, if you're hungry for cereal, it's not the worst. It's kind of mediocre. If you find it for a deal like I did, definitely pick it up. And that's it for the Vegan Cups box. We'll put all that back in there. And I do have a link below in case you are interested in checking out Vegan Cuts. What are you even doing, mister? What are you even doing? What are you even doing? Are you making me pet you? Are you forcing me to pet you? I don't know if you can see Mr. Zeke here. What is he doing? What is he doing? What are you even doing? Look at. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. There's 37 people looking at you. This is Ziggy. He hangs out with me when I do live streams. Don't be licking me. I see what you do outside. Don't lick me. I think these gloves may glow in the dark. They might. They might be those ones. Belinda, you never tried the ginger chews. They're really good. Actually, my friend Issa got me to start trying ginger chews a long time ago. These are mango ginger chews. Mmm. They're very chewy. These are really good. They got a really nice taste to them. You taste a little bit of that mango. I feel like you can use them also as like lozenges, ginger chews. All right, why don't you go sit down now? I got to work. You listen to Creepypasta a lot, Jalen? This is probably like I'm like chewing in your guys' ear. One of my favorite creepypastas is when they go to Walmart. That was a creepy one, if you know what I'm talking about. I get it mixed up because I used to listen to the No Sleep podcast too. So I don't remember which some of these stories are which, but listen to the Walmart one. It's pretty. I feel like I've had weird dreams like that. You know. You like to melt ginger chews in hot tea. I mean, you could do it in hot chocolate too, couldn't you? Christopher Cooney do a video making vegan pasta from scratch. Okay. I've got a pasta machine and I got some nice flour, so maybe I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the idea. You love being vegan? That's awesome. I love being vegan too. I thought that maybe I would. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, no, no. I gotta work, dude. You need to go lay down. Go out there and lay down. Well, we did a Capitelli one a long time ago. That was, I think, John's mom's recipe, and Cavatelli, yeah, Cavatelli. That we did that like probably over 10 years ago. All right, come on, go sit down. Go sit down. You got to be stern with him, or he won't listen. Yeah, he's a cute. He's my sidekick. He's with me everywhere I go. Andy unfortunately cannot move anymore, so he's up there sleeping in his little bed, well, laying there for now. And we go outside, several times a day. It's it gets hard, but well, anyways, like I was saying before, I've people have been wondering like what have I been doing? Why? I mean, part of why I haven't really probably going all out on my videos and stuff is because I've been working on the movie. Like that's the main thing. Like it's most of my time I'm spending on it. It's taken a long time to do this, and as I'm going through it, I just kind of edited down a scene from the movie that I thought looked pretty decent, and I did a quick little color grade on it, and I put some sound effects, and I uploaded it to the Kickstarter as a little unofficial teaser, just to show people like, hey, we are, I know you guys have been hearing about this for years and years and years, and really we don't have anything to show. Like, I mean, just, what I've said, So, yeah, we finished filming last year, over a year ago, and I've been working on the edit in my free time because I'm not getting paid to do it. So the budget is almost gone, so it's not like, there's any budget to have anybody do this. So, I'm very capable of editing. I've been editing in some capacity for the last 30 years, ever since I was like 17, probably even 16 years old. I've been editing, putting two VCRs together, and I've just progressed over time. So I'm totally capable of editing this movie. It's going to take a long time. So anyway, I put the teaser up there for people to see on the Kickstarter and also Patreon. And we've got some good feedback, but I was wondering, I was going to post it publicly as well at some point, and I'm wondering maybe I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of it here on the live stream, since you guys are watching me live. We could put that up there, see what people think about it, and we could talk about it afterwards. I'm trying to get people excited about it again, but it's really hard to do when there hasn't really been much to show anyone. Like, it's pretty much a project that I'm putting together. Like, there's a lot to put together, but as I get more and more done and it's coming together, it's going to be more and more excited about it. But yeah, Belinda, I'm making a movie. So we did a Kickstarter several years ago, and we reached our goal, and then, I mean, we went through a lot of difficult situations and everything to get where we actually got to being able to film it. People I worked with, like was working with, different people, and then they fell off. We cut ties and like that. It became like a theme. Like it was like the same thing over and over. And then last year I was fortunate enough to like get people together and actually film it. So hopefully, my hope is that it'll be done later this year or later 2024, and we'll be able to release it. Hopefully in the early fall or late summer is what I would like to do. And it is a horror movie. It's a horror zombie movie with a vegan theme. Vegan zombie. So I thought maybe I would show you guys that really quick. It's about a minute and a half long, and then you guys can tell me what you think about it. I think we shot it at a higher rate, 4K or 5K. But this is down. It's compressed down to 1080. So if you don't have your settings up to maximum, it might look a little pixelated. So yeah, let's go check it out. My facial hair does grow fast, yes. Pretty fast. And for those of you that I shaved my beard off because I got family portrait done last week, and that was why I did that. So, all right, let's get this set up over here. Unofficial teaser for A44. I just want to make sure everything's set right. Okay, we're going to turn that on. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. Okay. That was it. What do you guys think? So now I've officially showed it publicly. I'd love to hear your feedback. That's just a small little scene that I thought would be interesting to show. A44. So, still got a lot more to edit, and it's all coming together. So, it's looking good. So if you love zombie movies or horror movies, or you just want to support my vegan movie and check it out, Will it be released in theaters? I don't know. I would hope that would be awesome, but I don't know. I know I know Terrifier did that for like the same budget, and then they got a Terrifier 2, and now they're working on. I mean, they did really well with that. So who knows? Maybe I'll get it in the theater, but who knows? Maybe we can get it on like a streaming service or something. But no, there's no shareable link yet. Um, I just showed you the link that I had from an unlisted video that I uploaded to my Kickstarter account. But eventually, probably very soon, I'm going to make that public. So then there'll be a link so people can share it. I just kind of wanted to show you guys, since you're on the live stream right now, and give you, for the people who support the channel and check it out. I wanted to give you guys first look at it for being here today. So it belongs on Amazon. I think I could probably get it on Amazon Prime. I think it's pretty easy to get things on Amazon Prime. It'd be nice to get it on Netflix. Karina, thank you for that super chat. Editing with the vegan zombie. Yeah, I'd like to do some behind the scenes of showing me working on some of the scenes from the movie. That'd be fun. But just in case, like, I've had a lack of stuff to talk about, it's because I'm like so deep working in this movie, and I would like to share stuff, but like I don't want to give things away. But I wish I could be like, all right, today we're working on day number 14 or whatever. We shot the movie over a course of 24 days, and I have 24 days worth of footage to put together, edit, and basically make it look the best I can to tell a story. And it's nice when you do an edit, like you kind of carve a story out of like the scenes that you have, and it's pretty cool because I've got all these scenes that just a scene by itself is really nothing, but when you take it down and you splice it and you edit it, you cut it, and you put it with the other scenes, and you make it flow like Carl Papa, and then you put the grading on it, the color grading, and some music, sound effects, all that, then it comes alive, and it's just exciting. It just makes me want to. This isn't like anything like editing, for me at least, for editing like a YouTube video. This is like everything has to be so perfect. I like to be perfect with the YouTube videos, but like I can let certain things slack, or be like, oh, I don't want to refilm this part. Like I'm just going to put in what I got there, and just people will understand. But for the movie, everything has to be as perfect as possible. You have to make it look as perfect as possible, and that's not just with the video, but also with like the sound and everything. Watching me edit sounds boring. Well, I guess it all depends what I'm gonna like. If I don't think it would be boring if I like picked out a certain scene that I put together and show people, like, all right, this is what I was working with here, and then show the different clips, and then show what I got out of it. I don't know, maybe it's not your thing, but I watch a lot of videos where it shows how they made the movie and stuff, and to me it's very intriguing. So maybe it's just you just want to see the final product. Trini wants to know why nobody's masked up here. I don't remember anybody wearing masks, and I wrote this back in 2009. Definitely, I wrote this before the pandemic, and I think that a lot of people that don't know the backstory behind this are going to think that I got the idea from the pandemic, because I predicted so many things in the movie, in the script. Everything from like I don't want to get it too into it, but when you start seeing, like, when you watch the movie, people are gonna think like, I mean, it's uncanny what I ended up predicting in this. And then there's other movies that have come out since that I've like, I feel like people read my script. They've got like the same exact thing that I did 14, 15 years ago. I wrote this in early 2009, so it's been almost 15 years. Um, so yeah, obviously people aren't going to be masked up here. Yeah, it's not far from this time. It's not like in the 80s. I wanted it to be like, like back then, but we didn't have the budget for that to keep everything, and just without accidentally getting something like a cell phone or something. Like, I couldn't do that. I didn't have the budget for that. So we did it in modern day, but modern day probably, I wrote it in 2009. We're using cell phones, so it's, I would say, between 2017, 2019, somewhere around there. Oh, that's cool, Karina. This is the first year your family didn't complain about being vegan. Yeah, we had our Christmas over at my brother's house, and everything there was vegan. So that was nice. It's funny too, because when when there's when there's because my whole family's not vegan, but like when there's like vegan food and then there's non-vegan food, the non-vegans will eat all the vegan food, and they'll maybe complain or whatever about the vegan food. They don't want anything to do with it. Or maybe they'll eat like the desserts, or certain part. Well, I'll eat the mashed potatoes because, I mean, they don't really put that together as being vegan, but they won't eat like the tofurkey or the gardine, or any of that stuff. And then when you have like a holiday where everything's vegan, like, all the same people are eating all the food because that's all there is there, and they're not complaining, and they're liking it, and they're eating it because, they're like, well, it's like, if I go somewhere and there's nothing vegan there, I can't eat. But if a non-vegan goes somewhere and there's nothing non-vegan, they can still eat whatever they want there. Um, and just, don't complain. It's like, I mean, corn is corn, potatoes are potatoes, and it's not going to kill you to eat some tofurkey or gardine, or anything else like that. You're not going to be able to tell the difference between a vegan and a non-vegan roll, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference between a vegan chocolate pie, if done right, a vegan chocolate pie and a non-vegan chocolate pumpkin pie, cupcakes. I mean, they can all be done so people have no clue that they're vegan. So yeah, my dad used to not eat anything like that, but now he'll definitely, if there's nothing else around, he'll definitely, make himself a plate of vegan stuff. Even the night before, like on Christmas Eve, we were at my other brother's house, and I made some pizzas, and my brother made some pizza, and my dad had vegan pizza with vegan cheese on it. If he's hungry, he'll eat it. And he didn't complain. But, he's one of the people that, when I was growing up, when I was younger, we would have like, vegan chocolate chip cookies. And then if he knew they were vegan, he wouldn't eat them. It's like, oh, is that vegan butter in there? No. Or, oh, there's no eggs in this? No. And I just thought that was, that's kind of stupid, but there's a lot of people like that. Being gearhead, you done small fun stuff editing. Yeah, editing can take a long time. Like the clip that I just did, that took me um probably 4 or 5 days to get it right, to be able to post it, because I wanted it to, like I was explaining to people on the Kickstarter that I didn't want to spend too much time working on it because I'd rather spend the time working on the actual edit of the movie. But at the same time, if I was going to put it out there, I wanted it to be decent enough so people are like, oh, this looks really good. Like, not like, oh, I don't know how this looks, So I had to be as perfect as I could get it. And, I changed. If you saw the first edit I did, it was still decent, but it's not as good as what you just saw. Like, I had to put some different things to split up some different clips, and I had to get the sound effects in there just perfect. And at the very end, when it says A44, like, I did all that to make it look kind of cool, how the A44 is like, because before that, it just kind of faded in A44 and then faded out. And it was too simple and it didn't look right. So I did a little bit more and made it look a little bit better, and I could have kept going and fixed. You could infinitely keep trying to make something better. And sometimes you just got to be like, all right, I need to move on to the next thing because you're going to take forever to do that. And that's been my problem editing this. Like, I'm trying to get it as good as it possibly can be. And I only got it's kind of crazy. And for me, I think I'm good at it because you do kind of need a good memory, because you'll have, in some scenes, you'll have several clips. Like, I'm talking about, so you'll have several clips of the same scene that we do over and over until we get it right. And I got to know exactly what scene. So in my memory, I'm like, okay, so which clip was the best one for this character to say what they said? And then, so when I start going in my head, it's like all these clips are like part of a puzzle that I remember where they are. And then when I'm done, when I come back, I got to basically go through everything again to remember where everything is, to go in my head, to be able to rearrange it like a puzzle. And then you got to clip it all together, and then you fine tune it, and then you got your edit. Yeah, Linda. Yeah, see, it's a little bit of extra work makes it worth, the while to do it. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to make it, yeah. But also at the same time, if you noticed, I called it the unofficial teaser because I definitely didn't want to call it, I don't want people to think it's a trailer because that's what you normally see for a movie. And I'm not there yet. I need to get more of the movie done before I actually put a trailer together. And a trailer would tell more of the story than that one scene. So what I wanted to do was just give somebody give the Kickstarter people and then you guys just a little teaser of a scene that I put together. That was just one little scene that I put together, and I thought it came together pretty nice. I mean, I manipulated that for the teaser. The actual scene isn't quite what you saw, but I made it look, for as far as the teaser goes, for what you guys would see. Like, for the actual scene, at the end, she doesn't see that kid, have blood on his hands just yet. Some more things are going to happen before that scene kind of comes to fruition. But I put that all together because I thought that would be more interesting for an unofficial teaser. And yeah, I want people to look at this and say, because as of right now, nobody really knows what this is about. I've just said hey, I got an awesome movie, awesome concept. It's a horror movie. It's a zombie movie. It's got a vegan theme to it. I'm working on it. It's looking good. And that's all people have to go on. And I wanted to put it out there. I want people to know oh, this really is a horror movie. This is, this isn't some YouTube video that he's kind of glorifying. This is a real movie. We shot this on with a real cast and a real crew. The DP used an expensive camera to do this, and and now I have what, 4.2 terabytes of footage that I have to comb through and turn into a movie. So it is hard work. And you know what? I'm doing the best I can. There's scenes that look amazing, and then there's scenes that aren't so up to par. And I got to understand, like, people have to understand, like, if everything isn't like perfect in the movie, I think people just need to understand, like, hey, we did what we could do with the budget that we had, and we tried our best to do this. Obviously, if you're like a huge movie critic, you could probably pick a lot of things apart, but we did what we could do with what we had and the time that we had and the very low budget that we actually had. So I'm not mad about that. Like, I'm happy about that. Like, if we spent like 3 years trying to reach out to like everybody and anybody that could possibly help, further fund this, and everybody at every angle said no, or they just ignored us. So we really, really, really tried. We wanted the vegan community to come together and make this like, hey, let's make the best vegan movie we can with the vegan community. And like, basically it came down to, the Kickstarter, the fans of Kickstarter that did it. And like a select handful of people that actually had a vegan platform to come and help. But, if I could go through all the people that didn't want to help or ignore us, it would be like, it would far exceed, but I don't want to get into any negativity of that. But yeah, it's been an, an uphill struggle, trying to make this. And everything that, like, I could have made a documentary on everything that went wrong. Like, when they say, like, when you're making a movie, don't plan on anything going as expected because so many things will go wrong. Like, literally everything that could go wrong went wrong. Conflicting schedules, like when we had to do certain scenes, the only, time that everybody was free, it like rained out all day. It just, anything that could go wrong was going wrong on this. And but we finally made it through. We only wanted to shoot it for like, a month or two, a month and a half maybe. And it ended up being like late August. Well, we started our first shot in like mid-August and we ended on October 30th. So it took longer than we thought. But I'm glad you guys liked the teaser from what I'm seeing right now. I haven't had anybody say no, they didn't like it. Yeah, we used a lot of fake blood throughout this movie. When we couldn't really get makeup artists to make all the zombies look as well as we really wanted them to look. We just used extra fake blood all around their mouth and, put it in your mouth, gargle it, and then spit it out all over your chin and everything. Like, that's really how we got the look that we needed to do. And, I ordered a bunch of like, totally grayed out contact lenses, which look amazing. But the only downside is once you have them in, you can't see anything. So we had actors that looked amazing, but they couldn't see. And, I've got a bunch of extra like contacts because of that. No, well, and Anna. Well, that's what we did get. A lot of people chipped in small amounts to get the Kickstarter done. Some people chipped in more there. But what I'm talking about is the people that could have really made this a lot better. Like investors, millionaires and billionaires, they really could have looked at this and been like, hey, like, all you're asking for is like point. It'd be like them giving us less than a penny of their net worth to like do this. And I did talk to those people, but I guess my case wasn't good enough. But I really tried, and there were investors out there that looked at this and stuff, and and famous people. Like, I reached out to like every famous vegan I could think of. I don't know. Maybe when this movie comes out and hopefully it'll be a hit, maybe people will, do some second thinking next time and be like, oh, maybe we will think about being. Maybe the hope is that if this does well, then maybe some studio would give us or investor would give us a proper budget to do like a sequel, something like that. I don't know. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be cool. Perhaps. Yeah, that's what I use is the Caro syrup. I bought like a ton of Caro syrup. It went up in price too because like when I did it for like just vegan zombie YouTube videos, it was like 99 cents and now it's like what, 3 or 4 bucks for like a little thing of it. But yeah, we would get it and then we would mix it. Our makeup artist, Sam, she would mix the perfect colors together to get like we had like a more red color and like a deep dark red color, and she would like mix them and you'd have to like like over and over to get it the right consistency, and we went through probably 15 or 20 bottles throughout the whole movie of that Caro syrup. So yeah, you can't see through those contacts. You can just see like bits of light. And when you're out there filming in the dark, because we filmed a lot of scenes in the dark, and then out in the it was in the fall, and we filmed into the night on some shots. And when the movie's done, I'll probably like I would love to do it, but I can't do it now. I would do live streams like this where we can talk about the making of the movie, and I would be like, okay, this is all for spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, go watch the movie. Once you watch the movie, come in and we can talk about if anybody has any questions, because I think personally that would be fun. That would be fun to talk about the making of the movie and what we did on certain, if anybody has any questions about certain scenes, stuff like that. And I've got a lot of footage from behind the scenes of the movie too. So, possibly we'd have like a behind the scenes like DVD or something. And yes, even though DVDs are pretty obsolete these days, I still want to like release this on DVD. I want people to have, rather than like a digital, oh, you have a digital. I want somebody to have the physical copy of this movie. Good Omens. I guess I don't know that. I'm not sure who David Tennant is. But yeah, you got to rely on people directing you what to do because you really can't see anything. So you got to make sure there's nothing they're going to trip on or anything like that. And hopefully there's not a scene where they have to run. Brian definitely reached out to him. Leave. Yeah, Q&A would be great. Alpaca still buys DVDs. I haven't bought any in a long time, but I've got a ton of them. I never got rid of mine. See, I'm like that kind of person. Like I keep pretty much everything. I'd rather keep all my stuff than like sell it. So like I've got an attic full of bins of DVDs, which is cool because I can go back and watch any of those DVDs, anytime I want. And I don't need a service or anything to do that. Stacy says lots of behind the scenes content for sure. Yeah, Stacy was the AD. So Stacy was there for the majority of the shoots that we did. And I think she even did some of the behind the scenes on her phone. That's funny. Zom Disc. I was just talking about that last night. Yeah, there was never an update about Sweet Hazel. She said she was going to post a statement. She never did. My assumption is she saw the feedback on my video and decided she wasn't going to post an update or a statement because I think she probably thought she would if she apologized, she'd get good feedback. But there was zero good feedback on my video as far as the public goes. So she probably thought twice on that and never did one. As far as I saw, I haven't seen any kind of Doctor Who. Wait, the original Doctor Who? The original 70s scarf, curly hair? That's the only guy I know of is Doctor Who, because I never watched any of the new ones. But that was like my childhood, watching that weird Doctor Who with the curly hair. Is that his name? Patrick how do you even say his name? Bohemian. Um, yeah, he reached out to us. He was actually here. He's from Germany, and he was actually here in the United States. And we were in Germany doing our book tour. And he reached out to us then. He's like, "Oh, I wish I was there to come see you guys." But no, I didn't know he made a comic. We have a comic, actually, right here. That was our first Kickstarter. Our comic is right here in the beginning of our cookbook. Vegan Zombie Cookbook. By the way, this is an award-winning cookbook, 2014. Vegan Zombie Cookbook. I'm going to try to get this republished in 2024 because that's the 10-year anniversary. And I would love to do that because I would love for people to have the physical copy. But I have definitely thought of making my entire movie into a comic because what we didn't have a budget for to do in the movie, we could totally do all of that in the comic and more. So at some point, I might just turn the movie A44 into an actual comic, which usually people start with the comic first and then go to the movie. I mean, that's what they did for The Walking Dead. Oh, you haven't been here. Oh, so you live near it. You know, it's really sad because like I'm going to be honest. Her products were the best candy bars that I've ever had in my entire life. Like those were my favorite candy bars. They were the best. And then we find out this is what she did. Like obviously I'm never going to, buy them again or anything. And I did. She did send me a bunch of free stuff, but I shared some with a friend of mine and we went halves and we ended up buying like a bunch more from her. And then we found all this stuff out. So, yeah, I mean, it really sucks. I mean, it sucks that she would do something like that. And I don't want to support any of that. Like, I'm not trying to tell anybody. I mean, I think people can make their own decisions and stuff on this, but I'm not pointing anybody. I'm not telling anybody to hate on her or to boycott her. I'm just releasing the information. And what I am doing is I don't want any part of it. I don't want people to think that I have any connection to the company. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video that I did recently on the chocolate company, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. I don't want to get into it in this video. It's disgusting, and I don't want anything to do with them. But it really does suck because those were the best candy bars I've ever had. You got to figures, right? It's like, oh, yeah, the best candy bars I've ever had. I'll never have them again. Tom Baker was a great doctor, too. Tennant was one of the new ones. Okay. I mean, believe me, I've wanted to see, like, down where my parents live, it's where I grew up. Like, down the street, there's somebody that has one of those phone booths outside their house. Like, it's like a legit freaking Doctor Who. And I used to watch Doctor Who, the original, like in the 70s with my dad. And it was very bizarre to me. I remember it's almost like a fever dream watching it because I didn't know what was going on. And, it was, back in the 70s. But I didn't really know the concept too well. And I still don't really know exactly what it's about except for, time traveler, that turns into a different I don't know, but I love all that kind of stuff. I just haven't had the time to watch it, but I love that, science fiction stuff like that, especially with time travel. So at some point, maybe I will watch the Doctor Who. Yeah, so my nieces, Katie has really, really been wanting a copy of my cookbook. Like I have a certain amount of them here at my house. Like I don't have any more for sale, but like I knew that there was no more in existence, and so I kept a few of them. And when she was over here doing the family portrait, she found one and she really, really wanted it. I'm like, those ones weren't really for sale or given away. Those were my personal ones, but like I ended up giving it to her for Christmas, and she was super duper excited about it. So I do want to re-release it, and Linda, I have no way of knowing how long it's going to take me to edit the rest of the movie. I would hope that I can get it done by late spring, but I don't know if that's, like I'm working on it and I'm trying to get more and more done like every week. I haven't been able to work on it every single day, but I try to work on it several times a week. And, um, you know, I have to do the rough edit. The rough edit is just editing everything as it is, not worrying about some of the other things. And then once that's edited, fine tune it a little bit. And then after that, when I feel like I got that going, which that's still going to take me a while, probably still a few months, then I need to put in, the sound has to be right. So I need to put in like the sound effects, the Foley, if there's any music, stuff like that, tensions, builders, which is what I did in that teaser that you just saw, like the booms, and the tension and all that, the creepy music in the background. So that all has to go in there, because if you watch a movie, like the perfect example is Halloween. If you watch Halloween without any of the music, it's not scary at all. But you put in the right music in a movie and it makes everything come together. So. Oh, there's a good question. First Last says, new vegan question. Did I struggle when I first went vegan with temptation? Did you go vegan cold turkey or gradual? I went vegan on September 23rd, 1994, cold turkey. I was a vegetarian before that. And when I went vegetarian, I had never even heard of the word vegan. It was 34 years ago. So when I went vegan overnight, cold turkey. And no, I never gave in to temptation. Not that I never gave in. There really was no temptation for anything. I think maybe the first year, I think I wanted regular cheese pizza because I worked at like all these pizzerias and stuff like that. But I never gave in to temptation, and especially now, like we didn't have half of the stuff back then. Like we had no vegan cheese back then. This was 30 years ago. We had no vegan cheese back then, and now we do. So we have so many like vegan variations of a lot of the food. You can make vegan versions of just about anything that you've traditionally grown up with that you like. And the good thing is the food is, there are delicious, completely delicious vegan foods out there. In fact, the most delicious foods I've ever had in my life were, vegan foods. I've been vegan longer than I haven't been vegan. And there's nothing that I miss. There's nothing that I'm like, oh, I missed that, Even the candy now. Now we now, like my favorite candy as a kid was, just regular Reese's peanut butter cups, and now they have vegan Reese's peanut butter cups, and they have Justin's and Unreal and so many other brands out there. Like you can either make something yourself or you can buy a vegan version of it, and I guarantee you can find something out there that is so delicious that you're not gonna worry that you're missing something else, because you're eating something completely different that is vegan and absolutely delicious. So So that's the good thing, especially in 2023, 2024, going into, modern day where we are right now, is there's so many, like, none of this stuff existed when I went vegan, and I still was able to do it then without any problems at all. So, just seeing where we're at today, like, anything you can think of, you know, we got it. I'm unique because I don't react to vids or play games. I just talk to the audience. Well, I mean, there's several videos I've done. They're actually pretty high viewed videos where I do react to other videos. Or as far as gossip goes, I've done videos, several videos on people that were vegan that are no longer vegan. Probably one of the more famous ones was the Miley Cyrus one. So I have done that, and I used to play games on Twitch. I used to Twitch on the channel, and the only reason I'm not doing it right now is I can't justify doing that while I have a movie to edit. So once the movie's done, like, I plan on going back to some of these other things, or who knows, maybe I'll be making a sequel to the movie, because there will be a sequel. I got to figure out how to fund it, or, like, hopefully good things come with this movie. But as far as doing videos on people that are no longer vegan, my whole take on this is not to gossip, but more a lot of these people that are very influential that are vegan and then they're not vegan anymore. I think that they're basically giving people a message like, oh, I couldn't do it. And they're blaming everyone but themselves. And they're blaming, veganism, and you can't be vegan. So my whole thing was, especially like with people like Miley Cyrus with a huge audience, like, obviously my video is not going to be seen as much as hers, but I want to be a voice of reason out there saying, like, this is absolutely not true. I'm a perfect example of somebody that never even really tried that hard, and I've been vegan for 3 decades, and I'm not malnourished. I'm not fading away. I didn't, um, you know, I can build muscle, like all of these things. When I'm being told that, oh, you can't be vegan long term or else you're going to waste away, you'll be dead. So I felt a need that I had to go out there, since I don't know too many other, at least YouTubers, vegan YouTubers that have been vegan for that long. I'm sure they're out there, but as far as YouTube channels goes, there's not too many of them that have been vegan for the long term, where I know a lot of you guys out there that follow me, some of you have been vegan for just as long as some of you have been vegan longer. And we know, obviously, that, that's, it's just BS when people say you can't be vegan. You're going to, like when I'm saying, like, when I say I never tried it, like, I wasn't eating clean foods. Like, the first 18 years of being vegan, I was eating junk food. I wasn't taking any kind of supplements. Like, I was a skateboarder that ate vegan, and I ate whatever, pizza, ramen noodles, cookies, tofutti cuties. Like, I was eating junk food for a very long time. And then it wasn't until like 12 or so years ago that I decided to start eating healthier and start looking at more healthier versions, whole foods, and balancing things out and making sure, but I was fine then, and I'm fine now. So yeah, anybody, like, I don't care if you've been vegan for 2 weeks or 20 years, like, mad props to you for, I always congratulate people for going vegan and staying vegan. The fact is, as long as you go vegan and you stay vegan, like, that's awesome. That's awesome to me. You caught the flu. You feel like, well, hopefully you feel better soon. That's no fun. I've never had the flu. Um, those ginger chews, like those are good. Like when make yourself some ginger beer or ginger chews. It's good for your immune system. Brian eats vegan for your health. I don't tell others how to eat. That's their choice. Yeah, my videos, I teach people how to go vegan and stay vegan. And my goal is to inspire people to want to go vegan on their own. And that's my channel. In my everyday life, I don't tell anybody what to do or how to eat. I feel like when you do that, I feel like it ends up being counterproductive to veganism, because when you tell people something, usually they get defensive and then they don't want anything to do with you or your cause or anything you're doing. So I never tell anybody what to do, but I try to influence people to go vegan. That's always the goal. Because when you say choices, like, yeah, I don't care what people do. Like, I really don't. I don't care if people are eating good food or bad food. I don't care if people drink or don't drink. But when it comes to not being vegan, like, sure, it's their choice, but it's not the animal's choice. And that's the only difference there. So that's why I would say, something like when somebody said, well, it's my choice to not be vegan, just like it's your choice. Yeah, you're right, but there's an innocent being there that has no choice, and that's why I'm trying to influence people to go vegan. So, but yeah, you're not going to find me on the street or like yelling at somebody because they're not vegan. Because I know that's the reality of the world. Like there's most of the people are not vegan. So I'm not going to criticize or condemn them, but I'll do everything I can to influence somebody to go on vegan. I try to live by example. Am I doing anything for New Year's Eve? I don't know. Normally I go to my brother's house, but I haven't heard anything yet. So if I do anything, I'll probably be over there. If not, I'll just probably stay home with the dogs. I mean, it really is true. Like, you are what you eat. If you're eating like good, healthy foods, you're gonna feel good. You're more likely to have a good immune system, not get sick, and just be overall healthy. If you're eating really junky food, then you're probably not going to be in the greatest. Even if you are a vegan, you'll probably not be in the greatest health if you're eating like only junk food. But I think, have I been sleeping well? No, I haven't, and I don't know why. Like I was saying, my shoulders were hurting, and I was not sleeping well. Like I was getting no sleep for like the past week. Last night I was like in and out. It was broken up, but I feel like I did get better sleep last night than I have in a while. Um, but that's funny you ask. I haven't been getting good sleep. I haven't been able to sleep for the past week or so, which is weird. Thanks, Sarah. I hope you had a nice Christmas as well. Funny there, race. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream. Just to recap, we opened the Vegan Cuts box at the beginning. If you're interested in that, the link's below. Then we took a look at the teaser for A44. Hope everybody liked that. Get to see a little glimpse of what we're working with. what the movie's going to be. Other than that, I guess everybody have a great, safe New Year's. Go vegan, stay vegan, and watch out for zombies, as always. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night.